And going live. Going live. You're live. Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing the Xbox Series S on the Xbox. So we have some games installed. I already did the Xbox One S. Those naming schemes, Microsoft, come on. So how are you guys doing? We're here, going to test it. 1 sec. Have it right here. I'm going to disconnect. See? I'm waiting for you guys to join. Hey guys! Yes! Yes, finally, I'm here. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back. Yeah, this time I didn't schedule the live stream. I'm doing it right away. Here we are. So I got a 1S, a Series S. I use Series S. So somebody was selling it pretty cheap in my country in comparison to what it costs new. He said that he got one because he couldn't get a Series X, but since he got a Series X, he was selling his Series S. So here it is, yeah, Series S. Let's compare it right away with the 1S. I gotta use one as well. So this is the 1S, hi, and this is the Series S. So as you can see, yeah, the Series S, pretty tiny. It doesn't have a hard drive, doesn't have an SSD, it doesn't have a disk drive. So yeah, this perspective from Santiago, yeah, here we are. Hang on. So, only 512 gigabytes of storage, which is around 350 gigs of storage where you can put games. So I use my external hard drive for Xbox One games and the internal SSD for series games. So here's the IO. So let's connect it and play. That's kind of the reason we're here. ¿Cuánto sale en Uruguay? Y depende de quién se la compre. Nueva es impagable. Alright guys, let's connect this again. Also, my advice, use a network cable, please. Do yourself a favor. Find the cable, as it fell into the ground. Alright. And the drive. Hooking up everything. Send. And there we go. It's on. Bro, it's 2 AM. Not in my country. My country is 9 PM. La mejor consola precio-rendimiento. Sí, tal cual. Por eso la quería probar. A ver qué tal. So, let's go into the full scene. Here we are. I need to test Paladins 120 FPS on 4K. Maybe later. We'll see. Hang on. I gotta connect to the network. Come on, Santiago. You can do it. Pave the way. Put your back into it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. So, in my previous video on the 1S, I tested multiple games. Let me see which ones I tested. I tested Forza Horizon 4, Control, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, Red Dead 1, Doom Eternal, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Black, Resident Evil 7, and that was it. So let's start with Forza Horizon. But before that, let's see the storage. As you can see, only 364 gigabytes. That's all you get. I have an external hard drive for the other games that are not next gen. So let's take a look at the contents. I have Warzone, which is like 100 gigs. Control, which is 40 something gigs. So yeah, this is all that fits. This is not installed. Hang on. So this is all that fits in the SSD, at least for me. So if you're installing Call of Duty, it's a third of your drive. So keep that in mind. If you get this, make sure to have at least an external hard drive or something to install the other games. So on the external hard drive, I have all these, which wouldn't benefit much from an SSD. So yeah. First advice, do that. 6 PM y ya terminé mi día. Bueno, me alegro, Giro. bienvenido. So guys, another thing that is interesting, display options. You have 1440p, 60 Hz or 120. We're doing 1440p 60 right now. And there's also a 4K option that we're not using because the monitor I'm using is 144 at 1440p, something like that. So why am I testing this? Well, considering the price, I think there's not a PC that you can build that runs like this at the same price. And Game Pass includes all these games. Oh, and thanks to Microsoft for providing 3 months of Game Pass. They didn't tell me to make a video. I'm just making videos because I use this service and I think it's good value. I mean, look at all these games that are included with Game Pass. You only need to pay the subscription and, well, you can play all these. So yeah, pretty insane for the price. No, pues pone 120 Hz. Sí, en 1080, pero ya lo vamos a hacer. No te preocupes. So guys, first we're doing 1440p 60, and then in the games that support 120, we're doing 1080p 120. So let's start with Forza Horizon 4, which was the first one I tried last time. There we go. This one is enhanced for the Series X and S, which in this case means 1080p 60 frames. The Xbox One was 1080p 30, so yeah. For the price, I think it's pretty interesting. So again, Forza Horizon 4, 1080p, I think. Is it 1080p or 1440? That's a good question. Hang on. Forza Horizon 4 Series S resolution. I'm sure it's 60 frames. Okay, Forza Horizon 4, 1080p. Okay, gotcha. And Forza Horizon 5 would be 1080p 60 on Series S. Gotcha. So 1080p 60. It's around 600 where I live, cheaper than a 3060 and the 5700 XT on eBay. I'm not surprised. Let's be honest here. We were all expecting that with the crypto mining and all that. Yeah. So I wanted to give it a shot. That's something new I haven't done before. Which price are you talking about? Not Uruguayan, right? Of course not, Nacho. Of course not. He lives in Costa Rica, I think, or something. So he lives in a place where prices are better than here, which isn't difficult, I think. Alright. So we're back into the game. As you can see, it loaded pretty quickly, and it wasn't on quick resume. I rebooted the console. Let me delete. Let me disable the music. And put non-copyrighted music. Come on, game. I hate that it connects to a server and it takes forever. Alright. Streamer mode on. Thank you. Costa Rica, bueno, ni tanto, Santiago. Bueno, no sé dónde, entonces. So, guys, Forza Horizon 4, as you can see, pretty smooth so far. It's definitely 60 frames. But I mean, there's definitely something... Yeah, there's definitely something that could have been done. I think that 1440p would have been possible here. I think they went a little bit low. I mean, it runs pretty good even on PC. I'm now connected to the internet. But yeah, it's 1080p 60. But one thing I was super disappointed about, let me show you super quick. Let me mark on the map. What I noticed is that on nighttime there is no headlight shadows. What the hell? No headlight shadows for some reason. So your headlights do not produce shadows. Where did you get it from? I got it from Facebook Marketplace, from a guy that was selling it due to a Series X being on his house. Yeah, he bought a Series X, so he sold the Series S pretty cheap. So I said, hey, let's take the advantage, let's get it. I got it like $500 to $600, which in my country is pretty cheap for a console like this. New, they are over 800 in general. So yeah. Alright. So I made my custom event. Yeah, this is the same one I use on the PC. Where you live, not so bad. Okay, good to know. So this is my character from the PC version, so it carried over my progress, which is interesting. But definitely it feels like it could have been better looking, in my opinion. There's not, again, no headlight shadows. The reflections seem a little bit lacking on the ground. On the PC version I saw better reflections. And the, and the refresh rate of the reflections in the hood here seemed to be of a lower refresh rate than 60. So yeah, not sure if that makes any sense to you guys. But it's definitely locked 60s on 1080p. I can notice that. Yeah, yes, Norty McGout. In my country, that's cheap. 500 in my country is cheap for a used console. Because a new one costs like 800, so... And it had like a month of use. The guy was desperate for a Series X, so he bought a Series S first, and then when he got the Series X, he sold it. So yeah, I was lucky. It could have been 800. I'm not paying attention, hang on. Headlight shadows could have been there, yeah. Maybe Forza Horizon... Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon 5, maybe it has headlight shadows, yeah, who knows. Yeah, 300 USD new there. Well, that's because prices are good there. Here we're in South America, prices are not good. I mean, import taxes kinda drive up the price, so yeah. We're kinda screwed there. I wish I could buy at that price. I would have all the consoles if that was the case. But no. Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon, yeah, the new game. So yeah, I can notice this is definitely 1080p 60. Haven't noticed a drop just yet. But the missing headlight shadows and worse reflections, I can notice it. In the sim version I have stuttering. Yeah, that's an issue many people reported, that the sim version was pretty terrible of this game. But you can get it on Game Pass and play it on the Windows Store. So, I'd rather do that personally. But still, the sim version, yeah, they told me was a stutter fest on PC. Alright. So, Forza Horizon 4. Good first impressions. Again, headlight shadows missing. That's a bummer. So yeah. What's the next game? So next game... Okay, I have some of them on quick resume. The next game will be Control. So Control, I have mixed feelings about Control on the Series S. Let me show you why. So for Control, for some reason, don't ask me why. Well, the reason is money. There's two versions of Control. So you can either play the Game Pass version. So I said, okay, I don't have to buy it, it's on Game Pass. Yeah, it's on Game Pass, but it's the Xbox One version. So the Control version that comes with Game Pass that I have on Quick Resume, it's the Xbox One S version, so the last gen version, which is 900p 30 frames. So, yeah, as you can probably notice, this is Control, the Game Pass version. And again, on the Series consoles, it's 30 frames per second. It's the 1S version, which I think is disgusting that they're doing this. So if you want to play the updated version, you need to buy it separately. So yeah, Control on the Series S. It's on Game Pass, but it's locked at 30 frames on 900p. Which is like playing the Xbox One version with locked 30 frames. So 900p with, yeah, super blurry, like on the 1S, but this time it's locked 30s, so yeah, this is Control on Game Pass, which is a huge disappointment, but if you buy it separately, you have Control Ultimate Edition, so if you buy the Ultimate Edition, you get 60 frames per second at 900p, so I'm paying extra to play at 60 frames per second, so to unlock the frame rate from 30 to 60, I have to pay extra, so excellent. That's super disappointing, and it doesn't carry over my progress, so I'm super disappointed with Control on the Xbox. Yeah, they give you Game Pass, the Game Pass version is the Xbox One version, but without drops into the 20s. It drops into it's into the 30s at 900p. So yeah, this is now 60 frames, this is the Series S version, which is native 900p. Adjusted upscale to 1080p using the Control's upscale, which looks good. And I'm noticing, yeah, way less grainy reflections. So reflections appear to be better than the 1S version, but it runs at 60 frames per second. So yeah, at least to me, that's a game changer. And I'm not sure why there's no performance, no quality option. I was expecting, I don't know, maybe 1440p 30, 1080p 30, anything, but it's 900p, upscale to 1080, aiming for 60 frames. So yeah, again, another disappointment. I was expecting more work out of this. But it does look better than the 1S, let's be honest, on that one. But I'm disappointed that on Game Pass they are giving you the 1S version. Why? Just give me that 60 frames version, without the DLC, please. Yeah, that's my complaints so far. No aprendiste inglés, me recomiendas un curso. Es práctica, yo fui a clase nomás, no hice nada especial, solo practiqué. 60 frames better even if it's low settings. Yeah, I agree, but I was expecting at least give me a 30 frames mode with better reflections and better shadows. I mean, put some effort. If you're making me pay for the Ultimate Edition to get the improvements, at least, I don't know, at least give me more options. Only one option. I know 60 frames is good, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, I'm disappointed that it's a separate purchase. But I know it's a business thing, probably. I don't know. Wish Steam has Game Pass as well, probably coming later. I'm sure in the future Game Pass will come to more platforms. But yeah, I would like to have seen something like that on Steam. EA Play is the closest one. But again, if you're getting control on the consoles, make sure if you want the better graphics and the higher frame rates, go for the Ultimate Edition. The Game Pass version is the Xbox One S version. Without the 20 frames per second, it's locked to 30, that one. But this one is 900p upscale to 1080 with 60 frames as a target. Which is a huge difference. The 1S drops into the mid-20s at 900p. I prefer the Steam version of games to the Game Pass version of the games. Yeah, I mean, you have more options. The files are not encrypted on the Steam version at least. Oh yeah, this is a lot better than the 1S version, which, I mean, wasn't difficult to improve on. Yeah, you can definitely notice the 60 frames, so I always fall down there. Is there ray tracing in this version? Not for the Series S, which was odd. I was expecting at least, I don't know, a 30 frames option with some tiny ray tracing, maybe some grainy ray tracing, but no, there is only a 900p upscale to 1080 60 frames version. I mean, again, I love 60 frames per second, but at least give me an option to use higher graphics, aiming for 30. If you want ray tracing, you need the Series X. But I'll take 60 frames whenever I can. Final Fantasy 15 on Game Pass? Oh, I don't know, I should check that out. Today I'm not doing that many games, because they don't fit on my SSD, on the internal drive. So yeah. Samuel. Okay, you're talking about something else. Never mind, never mind. Okay. Let's compare very quickly. Okay, let's see if it drops frames here. I remember that, like, here it dropped frames like crazy on the 1S. Okay. Yeah, even with destruction I'm getting pretty solid numbers. Okay, there it drops a little bit. So, okay, I'm standing right here. Let's go to the Game Pass version. Let's compare. So, the Game Pass version on quick resume. So it's already loaded to be played. 500 gigabytes SSD feels Batman. No, really, it doesn't, because it's 350 gigs actually. That's the available space. 500 gigs, yeah, it's 350 actually. So it's even worse. Okay, yeah, I'm noticing that it's a low resolution and there is more artifacting on the reflections. Maybe you cannot notice that with the compression, but I'm noticing, yeah, pretty low resolution. This is the 1S version. And it's 30 frames per second, by the way. So yeah. Let's see the Ultimate Edition. Let's see if it's any better. Alright. Yeah, definitely sharper. And it's 60 frames now. Let's destroy this glass. Yeah, definitely the glass looks a lot better. So the edges, it's a higher resolution without a doubt. Still kind of blurry, but way better. And it's 60 frames. I mean, I'll take 60 frames. I'm pissed that you need to buy the Ultimate Edition to get those features. I don't know. Kinda sucks. Business-wise, it sucks. But on the One S, man, it looks dreadful. On the Series S, it's fine. At least it's 60 frames, but again, I would have liked, even if we're getting a separate... Well, we're paying for a separate version to play it at 60 frames per second. At least give me a 30 frames option with better reflections or something. And a higher resolution. Feels lazy. Is a PS5 Pro rumors confirmed? I don't know. I'm not following PS5 rumors lately. It's so difficult to get that why bother? The One S version looks like 600p. Yeah, agreed. The One S version looks terrible. And it drops below 30 on the One S. At least on the Series S it's locked 30, but I don't like that I have to pay separate to get 60 frames and slightly better graphics. Yeah, on PS5 you can play it at these settings. Actually, not at these settings, at 1440p 60 with these similar settings to this. And you can also play at 30 frames with ray tracing on PS5 and on the Series X. So yeah, 1440p 60 on PS5 and Series X, or 1080p 30 with ray tracing, I think. If I'm getting that wrong, please correct me. I don't remember exactly. Okay, got him. But so far performance is pretty solid. Maybe some dips below 60, but doesn't seem to be dropping below 50. At least my PC gamer eyes are telling me that. So yeah. Definitely a lot better than the One S version. Series X can run this at 60 frames at 1440p? Yeah, it can. Yeah. Okay, one enemy left. Where are you, enemy? Okay, never mind. Got him. Or upscale 4K at 30. Yeah, that would be nice. Or 1440p 30. I think this console could do it. But they're being super lazy. They're charging you extra to unlock the frame rate, basically, on this one. You need the Ultimate Edition to play at 60 frames per second. Ridiculous. And it doesn't carry over your progress, which is ridiculous as well. Anyway. So that's what I don't like about Control on the Xbox. You need to buy the Ultimate Edition to get increased graphics and increased frame rates. So yeah. But at least you can play it, whatever. I was expecting a 30 frames option as well, but that's missing. Hopefully in the future we get an update, but I'm not holding my breath for that one. I'm Tony Montana! Nah, I'm saying whatever. Yeah, no. I don't sound like that at all. So where to now? Cleanse his corrupted agent. Not that guy. I forgot where to go. No, I have to be here. Se me decías de low budget gamer. Sí, básicamente, eso intento ser. Okay, texture quality, not bad, actually. Although, yeah, the reflections are still pretty grainy. Oh, there he is. I wasn't paying attention. At first it looks nice on Series S on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, but playing the game, I played it on PC with ray tracing, without ray tracing at 60 frames. I also played it at 100 FPS once to try it out. And definitely this is like medium to low on PC. Yeah. Yeah, especially on the eyes. And thank you so much, Sangeet Khatri, sorry if I messed up your name, for the 100 Indian rupees donation. He says, Series S running games at 900p is a common theme, mostly due to the terrible backwards compatibility running on One S versions due to RAM constraints. Interesting. I didn't know that. Thanks for the heads up and the donation, man. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, but the shadows, I'm not noticing any strong ambient occlusion here. Ambient occlusion, yeah, seems to be pared back from the PC version. Yeah, I mean, look at that. She looks super pale. There's no depth whatsoever on the face. Yeah, the ambient occlusion seems to be pared back quite significantly. Yeah, definitely looks like low on PC. Medium to low, I would say. Let me say if there's reflections on the metal. Okay, there is screen space reflections here. They're pretty grainy, but there they are. So technically it's there, but it looks like medium to low on PC. Yeah, lazy. What a shame. What a shame. Anyway, so that's Control. Pretty disappointed that you have to pay for the Ultimate Edition to be able to play with at 60 frames per second. Unacceptable. So let's jump into Warzone. And yeah, and the DLSing is 900p upscale to 1080. I was expecting more, really. What a waste. Okay, Warzone. We're going to connect a mouse and keyboard, so 1 second, guys. Warzone is coming. Yeah, I mean, the Series S can have a lot of CPU and GPU power over the One S and others. But at the same time, if the software isn't there, well, there's not much that you can do. I'm going to plug in my mouse and keyboard. 1 second, guys. Receiver. Here. All right. Okay, something went wrong. Okay, nice start. I like that. Lots game looks better on the One X and Series S. Yeah, I mean the One X runs many of them at 4K, while the Series S runs them at 1440p, I think. So yeah. Games being made specifically for Series SX can do much more. Yeah, but hang on. I'm going to reboot the console. Yeah, I haven't started Warzone yet on this one. Series S equals RX 570 with ray tracing. That's the thing. It doesn't have ray tracing on Control. So, I mean, what's the point, right? But yeah, the 570, although GPUs are super expensive nowadays, so I know that people don't want a hassle-free experience, but as you can see, I had to reboot the console, so bad start for Warzone. Let's see if we can get it to boot. Will you get a 3060? No, it's too expensive. I mean, I'd rather get a Series X nowadays than a 3060, personally. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. I don't remember if this was on the hard drive or the SSD. I think I was booting it up the hard drive. Never mind, there it is. There it is. Sí, Franco, para hacer los videos acá. Estamos probando ahí el rendimiento dependiendo del precio. Okay, guys, so I connected my G502, my mouse, and my MX Keys keyboard to the console because I know that Warzone works with mouse and keyboard. So as you can see, I already have a mouse and screen. Awesome. So give me 1 sec. We're going to connect. It was in SSD. Yeah, it was in the SSD, but I had another copy on the hard drive for some reason. I think it's because I moved it over from the One S. I had it downloaded on the One S and I moved it over with the hard drive. So I didn't have to download 120 gigs. I love this. This happens on PC and the consoles as well. Update requires restart. This happens on PC as well. That's hilarious, man. Oh man, Warzone. Takes a few minutes to load and oh no, restart. There's an update. Restart. I can't believe I'm seeing this on a console as well. Okay, update completed successfully. That's hilarious. It's on the consoles as well, that issue. Holy hell. Warzone va a 120 en esta consola, ¿no? Sí, si lo pones en 1080. Eso vamos a hacer después. So guys, first we're doing the highest resolution and then we're doing 1080p 120. So keep that in mind. We're trying that later. Downloading textures later, yeah. No one plays FPS game on controller. I mean, yeah, you're at a disadvantage if you're doing so, but you can do it if you want to. It's taking forever to load. Okay. Come on, Xbox Live, you got this. Yeah, so far this is like playing on a PC. It has all the same error messages and all. Warzone fits in Series S SSD? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a third of the SSD, basically. Whoa, high resolution textures available. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I'm going to remove control first. Hang on. Let me remove our game to be able to download better textures. So as you can see, my hard drive, my SSD is full. So we're deleting. Let's delete the Control Ultimate Edition. Yeah. Although I think I can move it somewhere else. Let me check if I can move it to the hard drive. Yeah, I can do it. Nice. But I cannot play it from the hard drive. So let's, since we tested it already, let's move it away. How good, bad is the input latency with keyboard and mouse? On the 1S it was good. We'll see on the Series S. It's probably going to be good as well. Let's see. So... okay, yeah, let's just remove it. And why the heck is Apex Legends being updated? Stop it! Okay, let's go back to Warzone. So I deleted Control, so I can have space to download textures for Call of Duty. Nice start. So don't fill your SSD if you're playing COD. Okay, gotcha. So it only FPS boosts to 120. Interesting. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, there's no special version, so it only runs at 120 Hz. Gotcha. So let me restart the game then. I'm going to put keyboard and mouse as the native. So keyboard and mouse, and excellent. What I'm doing now is I quit the game, and I'm going to select 1080p 120. 1 second, guys. Because I want to try 100 FPS on a console. That sounds interesting. So 1080p 120, which is my monitor's native. Good. So 1080p 120. And let's launch the game. Hang on. Let's see. Hang on, I effed up. 1 second. Okay. So let's swap to 120 on the PC. About that, guys. And my cable disconnected. In depth mode, you can download and play God of War for PSP. Gotcha. Yeah, I have depth mode on, actually. Let me see if this is 120. Yeah, according to my monitor, this is 120. So let's use mouse and keyboard. And let me change the status to 1080p 120 Hz plus mouse and keyboard. And let's see how it fares, shall we? So it doesn't have any special mode. Yeah, the mouse, definitely I can feel that it's over 100. It's over 60, better said. Okay, this part is not 100. Yeah, definitely. This menu is at 60. I can notice that. Let's see how it goes. YouTube autoplay brought me luckily. Okay, welcome Beam Slayer. Good to know. Yeah, this time I didn't schedule the live stream. I just went and started the live stream. Too bad some of you guys are not getting notifications. I got a complaint to YouTube again. They told me, oh yeah, just tell them to click the bell. Well, that's not enough apparently. Clicking the bell isn't enough. ¿Y qué GPU se compara a la Series S? Y parece que una 580, 570. Depende mucho del juego. Ahora nos vamos a enterar bien. So guys, this game doesn't have a Series S enhancement. It only has unlocked frame rates. So it goes over 100 FPS. Although this, yeah, now, okay. On the menu it seems to be 60 though. Let's find out. But I like that there is mouse and keyboard support. Let's see if my accuracy is any better at 120. And I'll tell you, I played this at 144 Hz, so I can notice if it drops, so good thing. I think I would never buy a Series S looking at the difference between Series X, plus no drive. Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, go for a Series X, no question about it. Whoa, yeah, this is super smooth. What the hell? Holy hell, it's super smooth, although it doesn't look great. Yeah, it seems to be the 1S version with a little bit of draw distance, but 100 FPS. Yeah, this is definitely the 1S version with more consistent resolution, so it's not dropping to 720p. That's good. Holy hell, yeah, super smooth, but yeah, look at that terrain. Oh my. Yeah, no. This is the 1S graphics. Warzone has unlocked frame rate on the Xbox, so it's likely going all the way to 120. Yeah, I mean, I wish they increased the graphics though. I mean, it's nice to have 120, but a little better graphics wouldn't hurt. Also, is Xbox hot? Let me check. Yeah, it's not super warm. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit warm, but it's not hot. At least not on the fan and the rest of the case. So far so good. But it loaded pretty quick. Considering it's Warzone, it took forever on the 1S. Okay. Let's pass the leadership so they select where to jump. Yeah, definitely when looking this way I'm getting 100, and looking down here it feels more like below 100. But always when I'm looking into the entire map at once, it's going to drop. I mean, that's kind of what happens on PC. I'm guessing it will stabilize once I get down there. That draw distance though. That's fine. I mean, we're getting 100 FPS on a console, I cannot complain, really. And it feels super smooth. Let's see if I can get any kills. Yeah, it's butter smooth. You cannot notice that because the stream is at 60 frames, so you probably cannot notice the smoothness. But I can tell you, I played this at 144, this feels pretty smooth. It's not 144, but it's definitely over 60. What are the edges like? Let me check. No, the edges are fine. Things into the distance don't look as blurry as on the 1S. So this is like a 1S with better dynamic resolution. Yeah, dynamic resolution seems to be more stable so far. Yeah, it feels like the 1S version with higher resolution and higher frame rate. Which doesn't look super bad. I mean, and considering it's 100 FPS, I'm pretty impressed. And the mouse and keyboard support, pretty good. I don't feel any input lag whatsoever. Completely fine, but no FOB slider. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks for the reminding me. Yeah, no FOB slider. How? How can you do that? But yeah, it's butter smooth. I'm pretty surprised. Yeah, I'm still not hitting anything though. Oh, never mind. I got one shot in. That's better than I do in general. Let's run away though. I'm not going to survive. Si se nota fluido lo que ya está en movimiento del ratón es súper constante y fluido. La One S no se veía para nada así. Sí, tal cual. Se veía mucho peor la One S, la resolución. Pero responde muy bien. So guys, someone was saying on the One S it looked way worse, and I agree. On this one, the resolution seems to be way more consistent, especially when looking into the distance. That's when the 1S dropped frames. But the 1S also had good input lag. Very low input lag. I mean, it feels like playing a PC game with low settings, basically. But at 100 FPS, so good stuff. Thank you so much, Space Larry, for the 2 reais donation, I think. You're from Brazil, right? I'm guessing. They just took competitive settings too serious. Yeah, maybe. I think this looks better than competitive settings, actually. Competitive settings is like no dynamic shadows, and What they took from competitive settings, I think, and thank you so much for the donation, man. As I was saying, what they took from the competitive settings, I think, is the grass draw distance. The grass draw distance is pretty low. Let's leave it at that. But the resolution seems to be pretty consistent. When on the 1S, when I looked into the distance like this, it was a blur fest. Now it looks like an actual game. It doesn't look like not having glasses on. So that's a good improvement, I would say. And it's a good plus to have 100 FPS. I can definitely feel that it's over 100. Maybe it drops below 100 sometimes, but feels pretty smooth so far. It's just like 1050 Ti setting. Nah. The 1050 Ti for 100 FPS, yeah, good luck. On this game, you need a pretty low resolution for 100 FPS on the 1050 Ti. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I played this. It was hard to get 60s on the 1050 Ti. Although with dynamic resolution you can do a lot of magic with this game. But nowhere close to what I'm getting here. This is more like a 570 or a 1650 Super in this game. On the 1650 Super I could do 100 FPS with dynamic resolution, so this seems pretty similar to that, actually. It's closer to an RX 580, I think. Yeah, like a 1650 Super. Something along those lines. Which we had for a while. But I mean, it's nice to have 100 FPS on a console. Definitely feels pretty good. It feels like I'm playing on a PC. Whoa. And as you can see, that doesn't make me any better at the game. I still die pretty easily. Can I try Destiny 2 at some point? Yeah, I need more space on my SSD. So, apologies. But I need to limit myself to that. Okay. Yeah, definitely here I can notice that it's locked at 120. In here. Let's see if I can survive. Okay, no pistol. Good luck. Yeah, let's do... Oh, please. There you are. Okay, never mind. I got him. It was easy. He wasn't paying attention. Let's go to my comrades. With an M.2, you would have been fast enough to turn around and one-tap him. Yeah. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm a terrible gamer. He was AFK, yeah. Luckily he was AFK. Okay, we're back to the first building we landed into. Okay, teammate down. Where are you? Yeah, no, he definitely just died, so we cannot save him. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed here. I wasn't actually expecting 100 FPS. Although, yeah, when looking into this window, I'm noticing that it's less smooth. Yeah. Yeah, this is a problem with the PC version as well. When you're looking through a glass, it drops frames. And now it's butter smooth. Butter smooth. Yeah, it feels like playing on a PC that can do 100 FPS with lower settings. Cool. The Xbox Series X and PS5 would be a steal if they were on retail. Yeah, I mean, we would do videos on every console. So you're a Series S fan after you'll feel the space heater coming out of that vent. Let's see. Nah, it's fine. But it's winter, so who knows. Yeah, I'm not hearing much. Maybe because it's winter, yeah. And for some reason my teammates are doing nothing. Mantequilla suave. You know it. I'm still waiting to see direct storage on Windows to do the console fast resume and level asset streaming. Yeah, I want that as well. Please. It will come soon, I guess. But that will be a good time to be a PC gamer. When GPU prices come down and we have direct storage on Windows 10. Looking forward to the quick resume. And imagine the bugs with quick resume. I imagine people testing, removing the SSD while the game is running to see what happens. That would be fun to watch. Yes, give me that shotgun. Too bad the FOB is low. Yeah, the FOB, an acceptable FOB. Feels like 75 degrees or something. Yeah, we need an FOB slider for this one. I'm guessing this is a leftover from the 1S version. And by leftover I mean they weren't giving us an option for the 1S to increase the FOB, probably for performance reasons. So once we get an update, we're going to test it again. But definitely an FOB slider should be a priority for this one. Bueno, saludos Frost825, saludos de Uruguay, brother. Espero que ande todo bien. I don't know, FOB never bothered me. Well, it bothers me because I played with higher FOB. So after you go full FOB, it's hard to go back. Let's just leave it at that. No doubt about it. Okay, I think I dropped a frame there. I should be back, guys. So as I was saying, it feels completely smooth, over 100 FPS. Of that I'm sure. If it's 120, well, that's up for debate. I need to do a frame rate test to check that out. But it does feel to be over 100 FPS. At least most of the time. It dropped frames when I was falling from the sky, which happens on PC, and while looking through a window, which happens on PC. So yeah, it feels like playing on a PC at 100 FPS with dynamic resolution and almost competitive settings. It has better shadows than my competitive settings on PC. So not bad, not bad. I'm pretty impressed with Warzone on this one. But give me an FOB slider, that's all I'm asking for. FOB slider and it will be perfect. My 1X is too noisy. Well, the 1X is a different console. And where is the enemy? Enemies! Where are you? Yeah, this is what I dislike about Warzone. I get bored super quickly. That's my weakness in Warzone. I just want to shoot things. But I'm guessing that's coming soon. Okay, he's shooting something. $90 degrees. Yeah, 90 degrees would be nice. At least 90 degrees. This feels to be like 80 or 75. Usually on 16:9 I like 90 degrees. Then if you're doing ultra wide, I'd rather do 100 degrees if it's possible, but 90 degrees I would say would be a good minimum for using mouse and keyboard. But at what FOB are both eye focused? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, in a shooting game, and a competitive shooting game, I usually try to have at least 90 degrees. I'm not saying it's unplayable. I'm saying that if there's an option, I would use it. And on PC there is one. I guess it's just a matter of adding the PC option to the console versions. Never tried 21:9 monitor, must be fun. Yeah, you have a huge FOB on that one. If the game allows you to go there. 21:9 is nice. But it's nowhere close to be as standard. Yeah, no, I'm fine with what I have. So yeah. You'll play Apex Legends. This time around I'll skip Apex Legends. I didn't have enough space, I think. Or did I install it on the hard drive? I gotta check that out. But definitely my biggest drawback from this console is the SSD space. Only 350 gigabytes for games. It's a 500 gigabyte M.2 drive, but you only have, again, 350 gigabytes available for installing games. Which is, yeah, it's a major thing for me. I have a 4 terabyte hard drive, external drive. You can install all the games there if you want to. But not the enhanced games. For the enhanced games, you need the SSD. So yeah, good luck. And the expansion slot drive thing, too expensive. At least right now. Yeah, Apex later on. I couldn't find any matches before on the 1S. We'll see. And man, it's so annoying to go upstairs in this game. Jesus Christ. Okay, new zone. So I'm climbing stairs for nothing. I gotta go somewhere else. Yeah. It's like going to work. Okay, good. Let's go upstairs. Apex Legends. Yes, please. Give me 5. Yeah, let's get out of here. Stream's a bit stuttery. Yeah, apologies for that. Probably my internet connection. But according to OBS, I'm not dropping any frames, so check your connection. Oh no, I'm going to die. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, yeah, of course I wasn't going to find them. Okay, but yeah, pretty impressed. Yeah, of course it was a sniper. Just like on PC. But the game is significantly better than on the 1S, which wasn't difficult, I think. It's butter smooth. I only saw it dropping, yeah, I saw it dropping below 100 when looking at the map from above. When you're falling at the beginning of the game. And yeah, that's Shadow Draw Essence though. Whoa, that was a nice landing. But he screwed it up at the end. At least we tried. Show us the FPS if it's possible. It's not possible, unfortunately. But I'm pretty impressed. It's definitely over 100 FPS most of the time. I played at 120 on PC, and yeah. This feels like playing on a 1650 Super with dynamic resolution. So, yeah, not bad. I was expecting less, to be honest. And for some reason it's updating Psychonauts 2. No! Don't do that. What the hell? Okay. So Warzone was super interesting. I'm impressed on that one. Let's do Fortnite. That also supports mouse and keyboard. So yeah, for some reason Apex Legends wants to update. No, I don't want that. When we play Fortnite, which is better on Series S and X, so it has enhancements. Let's see if it has 120. I don't know what the improvements are on Fortnite, to be honest. Let's find out. Series S, Fortnite resolution. Okay, 120 FPS on Series S. Okay, another 120 frames game. Okay. Series X is really well priced compared to the equivalent PC though. Yeah, the Series X is the deal. The Series S is the deal for the people, and the Series S is the deal for the people that cannot buy a good computer, basically. No, Crisis Remastered on Xbox, not today. That's coming on Friday or Saturday. That I'm doing the PC version, and I got an Xbox code for Crisis Remastered, so I'm doing a comparison against the PC version and against the original one on the Xbox 360. We have access to that, so it will be interesting. Does it have Street Fighter? I don't know. Gotta check out that. Gotta check that out later. Okay, yeah, no, I don't want any of the things that you're offering me, Fortnite. Please get me into the game. Okay, let's check the options menu. This one has an FPS counter, so okay, yeah, I want 120 frames. Show FPS, yes, and 120 FPS mode, yes. Give me 120. Okay, yeah, that's butter smooth. Nah, I'm kidding. It's not 120 yet. I'm noticing that in the menus at 60. And okay. All sources containing licensed audio will be muted if you or anyone plays them. Thank God I can do that. So I can put some music at least. So as I was saying, there's a 120 frames mode, we're using that. And we're using the FPS counter, so we're going to zoom in into that. And let's do solo. Yeah, sure. PCI Gen 4 SSDs are crazy expensive. Yeah, I mean, they're going to increase in price, considering all the chip manufacturing problems. And, well, the shortages. It's going to get worse, but that's fine. We're going to be okay. We always are. What's the resolution in Fortnite? I'm guessing it's 1080p. So far, at least the character. I have the same character on PC. It looks to be 1080p with TAA so far. We'll see. I'm going to put the FPS counter as soon as I can, guys. Ryzen 2600 or 3600? 3600, without a doubt. Okay, FPS counter appears to be at 120. So, one sec. Okay, this is locked. There we go. Reset transform. And we're zooming in into the FPS counter, which is super tiny for some reason. Oh, I screwed up. Hang on. Yeah, I'm jumping whenever I want. Alright, there we go. FPS counter on a console. Alright. 120, let's jump. Okay, dropping below 100 sometimes. But it seems to be adjusting the resolution as I look into the landing places. Okay, yeah, solid 120 now. Cool. Let's see once I look into the distance. Hi, Minha Xavier. How's it going, man? Yeah, 120. Cool. Even looking into the distance. Yeah, super. It's better smooth. Without a doubt. And this appears to be 1080p, yeah. Yeah, even when looking into the distance. Although, Fortnite is pretty good at hiding edges. So yeah. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit below 1080p actually. Now that I'm seeing it closer. But the TAA is the same as on PC. Let's see the shadows. I forgot to check that out. Whoa, hang on. Yeah, shadows are razor sharp. Although, yeah, no. The ones in the ground are blurry. But yeah, overall, for 120, on PC I have to disable shadows. On a budget PC to 120. And there was no stutter so far. So, good stuff. Good first impressions. And let me change the game to Fortnite.
Oh, that one! Shoot that! Clickety click bang bang!
Okay, there we go. So, shotgun, yes please. Console optimization, yeah, I mean, on PC I have a lot of stutter, and I have to lower those shadows. On this one, it's okay. Please don't die. So yeah, pretty solid 120. Yeah, budget console I think is good. The thing is the space. The space, only 350 gigs available. But again, if you use an external hard drive like I did, you can play previous gen games installed in the external hard drive. Does the motion blur disable give you more FPS? Probably doesn't matter on this one. But let's enable that. Sure, why not? Yeah, still 120. What is this? Yeah, with motion blur on, it's the same. Although at 120 motion blur is pretty... I'm not noticing it. It's too fast. My eyes cannot detect that. Although maybe I turn off the 120 frames mode to see if there's any resolution increase. I think that Epic stated in the patch notes when they released the enhanced version that it was like 1200p with the 60 frames mode, which would be, yeah, targeting 1440p, but not really 1440p. So yeah, the 120 appears to be 1080p with some drops when looking into the distance. But we're going to try that out later, of course. Alright, yeah. But as I was saying, if you need more space, you can use an external hard drive, which are usually pretty cheap. But at the same time, you can maybe expend the extra money on a Series X. It has a 1TB drive, which probably is 890 gigabytes, maybe. And you get a lot more horsepower, but it all depends on the prices in your country. In my country, they are like double the price, so it doesn't make sense here to buy the... doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but it's way more expensive, so... yeah, the Series S is really super expensive here, so the Series X... well, it's a difficult purchase. But I mean, again, just check in your own country and see which one makes more sense. If buying more storage is the same price as a Series X, well, then get the Series X. Gears 5 has 120, 1080p and 1440p 60. Oh, that's a nice one. I'm going to give that a shot. Thanks for the heads up. That's great numbers for a budget console. I tested the previous generation, I get 60 frames locked by disabling the motion blur. Yeah, but here it's not necessary on this one. Yeah, I'm probably playing against bots so far. I haven't encountered anyone. Yeah, I'm probably playing against bots. But 120, rock solid. And the game looks good. So, good job with this version. Whoa. Yeah, I'm just standing here. Yeah, definitely a bot. I would have died already if it was a player. Definitely not a real person. Not a single shot in. Does FXAA affect FPS? Depends on the game. In general, it's a very tiny performance hit. And I'd rather have FXAA than no anti-aliasing whatsoever. But that's just my opinion. Some people say, oh no, it's like Vaseline on my screen. It depends on the game really, for me. On Rockstar Games' Max Payne 3, which is the only Max Payne 3, FXAA looks pretty good, at least in my opinion. But some games do it pretty poorly. But in general, it's a very tiny performance hit. In general. Ah, sí, no sabía eso, Madraco. Qué detalle tan extraño. Is there someone in the water? Isn't this game cross-platform between PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch and cell phones? Yeah, it is. But they made it look good at 120 frames. And it's pretty solid so far. And there is no stutter. On the PC version, the first hour is a stutter fest. So I don't know what's wrong with the PC version. Although those shadows. Okay, there's a car coming. Come on, shoot to the head, please. Okay, 25 players remaining, which are probably bots, because I'm still alive. Come on. Enemies. Oh, there you are. Yeah, definitely a bot. Not a single shot. Come on, Epic. You're not fooling me here. Those are definitely bots. I'm not good at the game. On PC with stutters at first. Yeah, I don't know why. On this version, I haven't seen. I mean, I saw one stutter when jumping off the bus. Other than that, completely smooth. 120. Come on, Epic. Fix the PC version. Phase Santiago. No, not in a million years. Yeah, and the shadows were pretty mixed. I mean, the character shadow is always sharp, which kind of makes sense. Then these shadows are a little bit blurry. which sometimes gives me some artifacts like we saw a few moments ago. But it's still 120. That's impressive, at least for me. I know it runs on phones and whatever, but it looks good and it's at 120. I wish they did this optimization on the PC version. What a shame. Claro, 60 FPS, sí, buena idea. Me olvidé de eso. Hey guys, hang on. Going to find a nice spot to camp. And let's try 60 frames. Okay. Hang on. This looks super sharp now. It's definitely over 1080p. I can notice. It's super, yeah, it's way sharper now. It looks a lot better. The character is super sharp now. Yeah, this is definitely over 1080p now. I'm noticing. So yeah, you can choose at least, but it's dropping below 60 with this mode sometimes. Yeah. Let's disable the motion blur and keep playing. Super interesting. I love that it has an FPS counter though. Okay, yeah. No motion blur it is. Looks way sharper, yeah. This is over 1080p, I'm pretty sure. Although 120 frames was nice. But now that I'm seeing the 60 frames mode, it's a lot sharper. So yeah, up to you guys. At least it's easy to swap between them. Yeah, let's try something super quick. Let me zoom in. Yeah, hopefully nobody kills me in the meantime. So let's see, Claptrap. Do a screenshot. We pause. We put 120. And another screenshot. Okay. So now we have screenshots to compare. Nice. But 120, it looks worse. Which makes... Okay. Got him. That one was probably not a bot. Okay, nice. Now we're going to compare. Don't worry, guys. F? Oh, what the hell? No, I didn't drop any frames. What happened? Did the stream die? What happened? I have a connection here. We back? Okay, what happened? What the hell? Yeah, maybe my data was wrong. It dropped for me too. Okay, yeah, maybe something to do with the internet. Sorry, guys. Stream died for like 5 seconds. Okay, sorry for that, guys. Yeah, for some reason OBS didn't report that. I think it reconnected me. I have an automatic thing that if it disconnects, OBS automatically reconnects. So I don't have to do it manually. That's probably what happened. OBS waits like 5 seconds to check if I'm offline. And it tries it again. So as I was saying, I'm going to compare the 120 frames mode with the 60 frames mode. I took a couple screenshots and let's see if the resolution is any different. I'm pretty sure that at 60 frames it's over 1080p. It's razor sharp. Will you be trying Series X anytime soon? Not for now. Too expensive. In my country it's like over $1,000. Like $1,200. And this one I paid like half of it. So yeah, not anytime soon. If I get a... I'm actually looking for a job now. So I can do YouTube on the weekends and test stuff for fun. And do that job so I can get money from YouTube to pay for YouTube. And money from another job to pay for extra hardware. Because YouTube is not enough to buy more hardware nowadays. So yeah, I have some stuff to pay for. So yeah, maybe in the future, if I get a job, another job, I might be doing the Series X. But not anytime soon. Who knows? Yo no hablo español. Yo tampoco, señor. Series X is 650 in India at the price, but not stock in anywhere. Makes sense. I mean, that's a good price. Here, not even close. Here you're lucky if you get it for 800. If you're super lucky. So yeah, here's over $1,000. Easy. But I mean, for the people that live in my country, you can buy a 1S used pretty cheap, like $250. Which is the price of a Series S in the US. If you, well, close. Like $100 behind. Okay, where's the enemies? Sí, tal cual, Fernando, tal cual. Yeah, some people are saying it looks way better on the 60 frames mode, and I agree. The 60 frames mode looks significantly better. I think. We'll see once we take a look at that screenshot I took. But hopefully the bots now start attacking me or something. Steam Deck also fun to test. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, if I have another job, I can probably buy whatever I want for the channel. Yeah, that A is though. Exactly, man. You now understand why I select this character for Fortnite gameplays. Gotta keep that watch time. Okay, somebody's shooting that way. Random grenades, sure, why not? Here. Oh! Oh yeah. Potion. Gimme, gimme. Good thing I have the rifle now. Let's see. Where are they? Wish me luck. Simp detected! No. I'm all the opposite. No need to simp. Simping is a waste of time. I'd rather do benchmarks right now. Alright. Okay, saw them. Oh, so close. Okay, this definitely has gravity. If I was playing at 120, I would have already won. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know exactly where I'm at. They're just waiting to one-shot me. Yeah. ¿No ray tracing? No, ni de casualidad. Some people are asking if this has ray tracing. No, not even close. Yeah, no, rifle. It doesn't have more zoom. Anyway, and thank you so much, Caracol Atómico, por los 100 pesos argentinos. Muchas gracias. Dice, me sirve. Gracias. O mersive, diría yo en inglés. Me sirve. Muchas gracias por la donación. Se agradece un montón. ¿Todo bien? Thank you so much for the 100 Argentinian pesos donation. Thank you so much, man. He says me sirve, which means it works for me, but in a casual way in Spanish. A memeable way to say it works for me. There we go. Okay, one enemy left. Hopefully, I'm the last bot alive. Alright, yeah, probably up there. I'm guessing. Y de vuelta, gracias por la donación. Again, thanks for the donation. Super appreciated. I'm listening. Where are you? Box is coming. Where's the enemy? Yeah, where's the last bot? Yeah, probably hiding. Where are you? Too bad I don't have the shotgun anymore. Okay, he's coming in a car. I can see him. He's probably up there. There you are. Yeah, definitely a bot. That cannot be a real person. I mean, come on. Okay. I won. Yay! I killed all the bots. I did it. I killed the bots. Thanks, Epic. Great bots. PS2 and PS4 are legendary, literally. Yeah. Legends. Okay, let's go back to the lobby. GG. Easy win. Yeah, against bots is pretty easy. I mean, I haven't played the game in a while, so makes sense. Makes sense that they're putting me against bots, I'm thinking. Okay, nice. I got this umbrella. Sure, I'll take it. It's free, after all. So, I took a couple of screenshots. Let's compare them before moving on. I'm guessing... Yeah, it appears to be this one. 1 second, guys. Okay, I have a couple of screenshots. So, yeah, my face is there. Don't pay attention to my face. I'm not doing anything. So, as you can see, one of them, the blurry one is 120, and the other one is the 60 frames mode. So, as you can see at 120 frames... Hang on, before that. Yeah, let's keep my face right there. So, as I was saying, 120 frames, 60 frames, 120, 60. So as you can see, the lighting at the 60 frames mode, there's even what's the name of this? Subsurface scattering on the character. As you can see, the earlobe gets illuminated with light when the sun goes through it. So there's better lighting, there's better ambient occlusion. Yeah, it looks more like the console version at 120, and this is more like the Epic version on PC, I would say. Maybe with worse draw distances. So yeah, I'd rather play this at 60 actually. Looks a lot better. So yeah, without a doubt. And if you want 120, there's the option. And the game doesn't look like an unshadowed thing. So yeah, good options. They did a good job. Epic did a good job, definitely. So you have the 120 FPS version with worse graphics, but you also have the over 1080p version with better graphics option. Let's do the next game. So the next game is Red Dead Redemption 1, which is a game I love. I love that game. Because it's on backwards compatibility. And this one has another explanation that needs to be done. So Red Dead 1, because this has compatibility with some Xbox 360 games. So let me show you that. Before that though, give me 1 sec. I need to swap to the 1440p resolution mode on the 1S. Give me 1 sec. I'm getting there, Don't worry. Alright. Whoa. Hopefully that didn't crash the live stream. Okay, I'm back. Try quick resume, sure. So guys, we were playing Fortnite. Let's go back to control. Let's see, quick resume. Although control here is on a hard drive, so probably it doesn't work. Let's see. Oh, it works. Okay. Interesting. Control, this version of Control, the Xbox One version, is on a hard drive. And I could do quick resume if I wanted to. Let's see, Forza. I was driving in Forza. Let's see if that happens. Yeah. Yeah, I was driving. And I'm back. That's awesome. I want that on PC. Microsoft, quick resume on PC, please. That's impressive. Yeah, I want that on PC. Please, Microsoft, quick resume. Give it to me on PC. Let's try that again. Fortnite. Fortnite? Are you there? Oh yeah, it needs to connect to the server again. Makes sense. Yeah, but I went in right away. Didn't have to go through the launcher thing. It went right in. That's what he said. Yeah. That's insane. I like this. Let's see, control. It's on a hard drive. Yeah, but we're back. I will do it once more, just to double check. Let's see, Forza. I was driving on Forza. Yeah, I'm back here. Yeah, that's the best thing about the new consoles. It's so I can just put it on sleep mode and go back to whatever game I want if it's on quick resume. Interesting. Let's go now to Red Dead Redemption 1. So let's talk about this one. So this game, it's an Xbox 360 game, and it has backwards compatibility with the Xbox One, but the Xbox One S, the original Xbox One, runs it at native resolution, so 720p, which was the resolution of the 360. Then the the One X, which is the higher resolution one Xbox One, that ran this game at 4K 30, so it was the best way to play Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Xbox One X. And the Series X does the same behavior, but the Series S, which is this one, it doesn't do 4K, it does 1440p on the enhanced games. So let's do 1440. And I gotta restart the game probably. So 1440p, 60 Hz. And let me restart the game. So it's not locked to 1080p. So as I was saying, yeah, it's a crime that this is not on PC. Yeah, that's a complete crime. But hey, what can you do? Eventually it's going to happen, I'm guessing. So as I was saying, on the Xbox One X, it runs at 4K 30. But the One X enhanced games run at 1440p on the Series S, which is kind of disappointing because it's a next-gen console and all that. But yeah, hang on. So if it's One X enhanced, it will run at 1440p if it's a Xbox 360 game. So let's do Red Dead 1 very quickly. ¿Cómo funcionaría el Quick Resume en PC? Con Direct Storage creo que funcionaría. Tendremos que ver bien. You can emulate it on PC, yeah, but it's very difficult to run. If you want a PC that can run Red Dead 1 emulated, well, it's going to be more expensive than a Series X. So at that point, just get a Series X, play it at 30 frames, at 4K, and you're good to go. Okay, so as you can see, whoa, it's razor sharp. So this is Red Dead 1 running through backwards compatibility. This is a One X enhanced game, which means that on the Xbox One X runs at 4K 30, and on the Series S that means it's 1440p 30. So let's zoom into Marston's face. Yeah, razor sharp. Yeah, 1440p. It looks like a modern game. It's insane. What Rockstar did a decade ago still holds up if you increase the resolution. Yeah. It's 1440p. I'm fine with that. The game still looks great. En PC existe Alt Tab, sí, pero no puedes abrir varias cosas a la vez sin que se enlentezca. Yeah, 1440p on the Series S. Red Dead 2 runs at 868p, 30 frames on the Series S. Really? That's a disappointment, yeah. We're going to try it though. Yeah, eventually. But now Rockstar is greedy. Yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, it was like when the Xbox 360 was popular, Microsoft was the bad company and Sony was like the good company. Now that Sony is the best one, according to, well, owners, the amount of owners, Microsoft is being the good guy. So once Microsoft is again the giant and Sony is the small guy again, Microsoft will be bad, and it will rotate. It happens all the time with companies. So now Sony is the greedy company, and in the past generation when the Xbox One released, Microsoft was the greedy company. So they rotate. Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, we're doing Cyberpunk later because I didn't have space to install it. I want to install it on the SSD. Va a 30 FPS, Pepe. A 30 FPS. Guys, for the people asking, this is running at 1440p 30 frames per second, which is the original frame rate. But on the One X, which is the Xbox One X console, that one runs it at 4K. So I was expecting 4K on a next-gen console, but at least it's 1440p. It looks nice, not gonna lie. Cyberpunk runs at 1080p 30. Yeah, it will be fun to test it. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk on the worst console, on the One S and then on the Series S. And it goes wrong. Va 30 pepes. Sí, exacto. We need a remaster of this game on PC. Hell yeah. Give me a remaster with Red Dead 2 graphics, please. But yeah, this is a wonderful game, guys. Especially, I love Undead Nightmare on this one. Undead Nightmare, I played it on PS3 and man, it was like 20 frames. I know you can play it at log 30 at 1440p. But if you play it on Series X, it will be 4K, so take advantage. If you can get a Series X, go for it. Cyberpunk 2077. The next generation of gaming. But not really. Pero hay juegos que corren a 120. Sí, algunos juegos corren a 120, pero se ven como Xbox One y corren a 120, que yo creo que es una buena mejora. So some people were discussing that some games run at 30, others at 60, others at 120. Well, the ones that run at 120 in general looks like Xbox One graphics, but 120 frames, which I think is fine if you want 120. But if you're looking for the 60 frames experience, well, many games do not run at 60. But I still think that the OG Max Payne games were better story-wise. What do you mean? Maybe you're talking to somebody else, but what does that have to do with Red Dead Redemption? I need to hitch the horse. Never mind. This game wasn't made for 60. Yeah, we know. That's fine. Let's hitch him. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, go to Bonnie's house. Let's drink some coffee with Bonnie. And probably now we're going to shoot rabbits. So finally some weapons. But the game still holds up. Yeah, Rockstar really knew what they were doing. Still the disappointment of the century. Well, that's what happens when you over-deliver and under-promise. No, under-deliver and over-promise. There we go. Yeah, my English, I'm tired. Yeah, it's pretty easy to aim with aim assist in this one. Come on, Bonnie, I'm waiting for you. What the hell? Bonnie, this way. Control is really great. Yeah, I like Control. It was one of my favorite games that year. But I was expecting a little bit more, still. Santiago, stop, you're making me want to buy a Series S. Do it, join the club. Be one of us. One of us. Can you try auto HDR? No, I can't. I don't have an HDR display. Let's see, auto aim. Yeah, auto aim works fantastically well. Which I needed to hit rabbits in this game. But you can disable it if you want to. I'm a terrible shot with with a keyboard. Holy hell, what's happening to my grammar today? Hang on. Alright. So as I was saying, I'm terrible aiming with a controller, so I need aim assist on this one. Quick resume con Xbox de 360. Let's find out. Let's try a quick resume with Red Dead Redemption. I want to buy it too just because of the game running so beautiful. Yeah, okay, quick resume. We're on Forza. Let's jump back into Red Dead 1. Which is installed on a hard drive, Red Dead 1. Forza, it's on an SSD. Okay. Yeah, we're back. Although... Oh no. Yeah, we're back. It took a few seconds, but yeah, we're back. You can do that just fine. So quick resume works. Y yo diría algo así, Pepe, algo así. Capaz que un poquito más arriba de eso, pero... Sí. Okay, yeah. It's getting song... Oh, okay. It's synchronized in my storage. Never mind. Yeah, it works. So if you want to play Red Dead 1, either the 1X version that is 4K 30 or the Series S version It's 1440p 30. I was expecting 4K on a 360 game, but I'll take 1440p. Looks good. Good game. Anyway, let's get to the next one. Doom Eternal. Okay, this is a big one. So let me see which modes. Okay, Doom Eternal, I think it was 120, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's stay like this. The issue with Doom Eternal though is that what was the issue with Doom Eternal? It doesn't have ray tracing on the Series S. I was expecting at least one reflection. So yeah, let's do Doom Eternal, which has either 60 frames at 1440p or 120 at 1080p, which I think great numbers. So now Doom Eternal, which is on Game Pass, so if you want to play Doom Eternal, you don't need to buy it. It's on Game Pass. 1440p, 2K. It really depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to the movie people, well, it's not 1440p. Hey, it's good, but no worries. It's good. I may get a Series S and upgrade my PC later when GPUs are not overpriced. Yeah, that's basically what I recommend nowadays. If you have a 750 Ti and a 2-core 4-thread CPU, get a Series S, wait for PC parts to drop in price, and you should be good. Anyway, so we got two modes. Oh, hang on. I had 120Hz disabled, so this is the balanced mode. Let's call it like that. So balanced mode is basically 1440p 60, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. So this runs the game at 1440p, as far as I know. But I'll double check on the internet. Okay, campaign. And I'm going back to the same mission I test over and over, Hell on Earth, while looking into the distance. So, hang on. Doom Eternal Series S resolution. Okay. Series S aims for 1080p 120 and 1440p 60. It seems. Yeah, 1440p 60 on Series S. Cool, cool. I like that. 60 frames on Series S at 1440p. Nice. Rip and tear till it is done. What are your thoughts on Elder Scrolls 6 being Xbox exclusive? It's going to be exclusive? Really? Well, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, Microsoft bought the company for a reason, right? Hoy en día la TAM es mejor comprarse esta Xbox que comprar una PC. Y sí, es muy cara la PC ahora mismo en Latinoamérica. En todo el mundo en realidad. So somebody was saying in South America, okay, this looks razor sharp. Holy. Yeah. Looks razor sharp. Yeah, this looks nice. Guys, this is definitely 1440p. Yeah. I mean, Doom Eternal runs and looks good on everything. It was 60 frames even on the 1S. You look good, bro. Thanks. So as I was saying in Spanish, someone was saying that it's better to buy a console at the moment in South America due to GPU prices and PC part prices. And I agree, but it happens all over the world at the moment. So yeah. Right now, I think it's the best value console if you want to play modern titles. Although many Xbox One games run at 30 frames on the same resolution as Xbox One, which is the big disadvantage. New games are a lot better than on PC, on the 1S in general, of a PC of the same price. But on PC, if you play older titles, they can run better easily on a PC. So if you're playing, for example, I don't know, Doom 2016, it's easy to run on PC at 60 frames. But then if you go for the newer titles, well, the console wins in that regard. So if you're playing older games like Battlefield 1, you can run at 900p 120 on the Series S with some drops. But on PC you can play it on 1080p 60 pretty easily. So it really depends on what game you're playing. I saw a few dips there, probably into the 50s. For some reason I like more 2016. Yeah, I like 2016 more. Same. I'm one of those guys. Personally, I prefer 2016 because I can just grab a shotgun and be done with it. Just shoot everything. This game forces me to think, which I do not like. I do thinking in real life. Why would I want to do that in a video game? But that's just my opinion, of course. Personally, I'm more of a Doom 2016 guy. Yeah. Which is interesting because Doom 2016 runs worse than Doom Eternal on the consoles. Holy hell, I'm not hitting anything! There we go. Yeah, I'm terrible with the controller. There we go, dead, reduced to atoms. I like Doom Eternal because of movement. Yeah, the movement is way smoother on Doom Eternal, and you get the double jump and the first moment the game starts. Which is the thing I dislike about Doom 2016. You get double jump nearly halfway through the game, which I do not like. Double jump should be standard. That's why Doom Eternal has double jump from the get-go. So yeah. Anyway. Tengo la Play 4 Pro, vale la pena cambiarme la Series S y depende de que juegues. Si jugás cosas multiplataforma, sí, definitivamente. La Series S va a ser más fluido, supongo. You don't see any frame skips, you're just one of those guys that doesn't close any applications so you make the Series S lag. Okay, gotcha. You don't see any frame skips. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or somebody else, but I have games on quick resume. So, yeah. This should be the worst case scenario, right? Doom next sequel will have triple jump. Yes, please. Give me triple jump. Without triple jump, Doom is unplayable. Yeah, but man, I'm so bad with the controller. My aim is non-existent. You'll realize how much worse controller aim is when you're watching a video of yourself after. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a gaming journalist. I cannot hit a single thing and I'm complaining. Definitely like a game journalist. Try Metro Exodus RTX? I did, on a 2060. Back then, when it was first released. It looked amazing. I'm not sure how the Series consoles run it. Do the Xbox consoles have a Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition? Honest question, I don't know. ¿Qué onda? ¿Todo bien, Lucas? ¿Qué dice, che? Techno77, ha, XD. My gamepad skills are more ugly, I swear. Okay. I should feel better about myself then. But yeah, the game looks razor sharp. Oh my, I feel like an idiot playing with a controller. I wish there was an option for mouse and keyboard for Doom Eternal. I will be wrecking everything. I'm pretty good at Doom Eternal on PC. Alright. There we go, dead, reduced to atoms. Okay, Series S does Metro Exodus with RTX at 60 frames and the resolution drops very low. Okay, that's nice, actually. Finally, a game with ray tracing on the Series S. Control doesn't have ray tracing. Control is such a lazy port on the Series S. Yeah. They effed up Control on the Series S. But Watch Dogs Legion also runs with ray tracing, as far as I know. I mean, yeah. ¿Puedes jugar el Doom 2016 con teclado y mouse? No, no se puede. Lamentablemente. Yeah, for the people asking, many games do not support mouse and keyboard. Those are usually rare, I would say. So, guys, this is the part I test on the PC version. This is where the resolution drops the most for me, at least at the beginning of the game. So, look at this. So, when I look to the right here, let me kill this enemy. So when I look this way, this is where my resolution drops the most on the PC version and the performance. And it seems to be over 1080p. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, it's completely stable. So the resolution, the dynamic resolution works very well. So let's Alright guys, I should be back, sorry about that, my PC... Yeah, probably there was a download running or something. Let me check. Xbox, stop downloading stuff! Jesus! Okay, no, it's not downloading anything. Okay, so as I was saying, runs pretty well at 1440p, as you can see. Looks pretty good. Nothing to complain about. Everything's fine. Let's try 1080p 120. And let's see if my skills with the controller improve. So for that, I'm going to General, TV and Display, 1080p, and I'll select 120. Can you use YouTube on a Series S? Yeah, there's an option for YouTube and an option for Netflix, if you're into it. Okay, let me see if Doom Eternal needs a restart. Video... Okay, 120, there we go. So guys, I'm now doing 1080p at 120. Let's see how it runs, if it's actually 120. Time to find out. Nice to have different modes, I like that. Let me connect the display directly. And I'll disable the display on my other computer. One sec. Okay. Should be good now. Hi, do you have Battlefield on Xbox Series S? Not right now, but it's coming soon, don't worry. Hang on. Let me check if this is 120 according to the monitor. Yeah, we're at 120. Good. Let's see how it runs. So let's reboot the checkpoint. Okay, yeah, even the menus are butter smooth. Oh yeah. It's ridiculously better. It's definitely 120. Guys, I cannot begin to explain you how smooth this is. Yeah, I can feel it even with a controller. That's how good it feels now. You cannot see that because I'm on a 60 Hz stream, but I can notice the 120. The difference is night and day. Yeah. Battlefield 1 is locked to 900p in Series S. Yeah, but it's 100 FPS, so I wish there was an option though. Yeah, this is butter smooth. It's ridiculously smooth. I wish I had mouse and keyboard support for this one. I can now hit stuff. Yeah, I'm not missing shots. So yeah, if you have a 120 Hz monitor, I mean, yeah, play at 120. Looks great. ¿Qué almacenamiento estás jugando? En el SSD estoy jugando. Porque este juego se instala en un SSD. En el almacenamiento interno. So guys, this game is installed on the SSD. It's a 1S enhanced game. 1S. It's a Series S X enhanced thing. Yeah, it's butter smooth. So yeah. If you can, guys, play this at 120. If you have a display that can output 120 Hz, go for it. Feels incredibly smooth. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know how the developers, how do the developers make the game run so well? What the hell? Yeah, I mean, I'm much better at the game at 120 actually, with a controller. I'm actually hitting the enemies. Yeah, I'm hitting enemies now. Yeah, not anymore though. Disregard my previous statement. I was better, but not for long. Yeah, I'm a machine now. Doom Eternal devs are wizards, yeah. I mean, this runs at 60 on a 1S. That's how you can tell they know how to do game graphics right. Yeah, it's insane. I love this. I gotta go play this in 2020. It's sold. Okay, see you next time. Enjoy. But yeah, if you can play this at 100 FPS, go for it. feels incredible. And it seems to be 1080p. Sometimes I saw some slight blurriness, but that's about it. It was completely smooth. I actually want to keep playing the game. And he's going to kill me, right? Oh, not enough fuel. Oh no. Caco Demon, no! Bad boy. I'm doing fine, boy. What about you, man? Welcome back. But still can't do 360 only exclusive with mouse and keyboard. Well, yeah, but no console can do that. So that doesn't count. Okay, William Nagu, I hope you enjoy, man. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for being here. Anyway, let's go for the next game. And let's see if I can go back to Forza with quick resume. I hope Far Cry 6 on Series S is a good version of it. Yeah, hopefully. We're going to be testing it on day one, so don't worry. I got you covered. Okay, I went back to Forza. Ah, yeah. Just the same as before. Let's see if I can go back to Doom. So all these games are on quick resume. Let's go back to Control. I love trying this out. It's so weird that I can swap games so quickly. Let's see. You can buy games with your Microsoft points. I don't know. It depends on the country, really. Okay, Control. It's a little bugged out. Oh no, this is the 1S version. Never mind. Okay, so Control. And let's go back to Doom. I was shooting a demon. I more like better FPS and better graphics when I have the choice. Connection to Xbox Live lost, yeah, makes sense. And yeah, I'm still playing now at 120. Yeah, it works. Let's see what's the next game. Yeah, I like that I can switch between games like that. Let's do Yakuza Kiwami 2. That's another one I tried on the 1S. But this one is on the SSD, I think. Let's see. Yakuza. Yeah, it's on the SSD. Let's try that one. So now Yakuza Kiwami 2. Again, guys, if you want to see these games played on the 1S, the last gen console, I have a video in the description. So this is Kiwami 2. This game runs at 900p on the 1S. 900p with drops into the 20s. Sometimes quick resume, brain farts and breaks though. Yeah, I saw that sometimes. On Red Dead 1, I got some freezes at times, and on Forza as well, when disconnecting from the server. But I like trying it out. Let's push it to the limit. So I played this on the 1S, and it was, again, 900p, super... the edges were terrible, because this game has pretty terrible anti-aliasing, yeah, super strong motion blur. But my issue with the 1S version was that it was locked to, well, apart from locked to 30, it was dropping into the 20s when hitting enemies in Kamurocho, like this. So if there's enemies here... Yeah, there isn't. I was getting drops into the 20s. So this seems to be... locked 30s. Let's fight some enemies and find out. The big issue on this one was that the CPU on the 1S was pretty slow for all the physics and stuff going on. So this should give us locked 30s, but the edges on this engine, it has terrible anti-aliasing on this game, even on PC. So this is, oh, this is not 120 though. This is 900p 30 frames. But at least on this one, it's the 1S version, but with locked 30s. So yeah, it's 900p. But again, even on the PC version, the edges are dreadful, so it's kind of a thing with the game itself. So it's 30 frames, but it's locked to 30, instead of dropping into the 20s when fighting enemies and doing acrobatics. So yeah, this is what the 1S version should have been. I was expecting 1080p honestly, but it doesn't have any updates, so... It's a mixed bag, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a good deal, but it's a mixed bag. So yeah, but still, you can play the game way better than on the 1S, which is to be expected, but still. Okay. Come on. Let's grab them. Interactive objects. Yeah. Still at 30. So at least it's locked 30 now. Series S, a good emulation machine as well. Yeah. I gotta try some PS1 games, PS2 games, GameCube games, Wii games. I have a lot of options. I already purchased a depth mode, so eventually I'm going to go back to it. The backwards compatibility in Series S is a deal breaker for me. What do you mean? What do you mean a deal breaker? Let's see if I can find more thugs on the streets. I probably will. Yeah, there they are. It's not optimized for new consoles, but still good. Yeah, at least you can play at lock 30 now, which wasn't possible before. Especially when there were dynamic objects interacting with enemies. This is what I'm talking about. So when you're playing in the normal consoles, the last gen consoles, when you grab enemies and smack them into glass or other dynamic objects, you get drops into the 20s. Here it's locked to 30. There on the 1S it would have dropped to 25, easy. Here as well, and it's locked to 30. I can notice. So that's an improvement. But still, I was expecting 1080p. If they ever improve the game, please 1080p at least. Although Yakuza Like a Dragon runs at 900p 60 on the Series S, so yeah, maybe it's an engine limitation. But here we have a much faster CPU. That's why the game is doing so much better. So yeah. Anyway, so another lazy thing. Hopefully in the future they release a patch. I'm not holding my breath really. But the game's still worth playing, in my opinion. I played it on PC at 30 frames at 1440p, I think, because I wanted more resolution. And it looked razor sharp. But again, this is the 1S version running on Unlock 30 instead. So yeah. Anyway, let's do now the next game, which is Black. Black is a game from the OG Xbox that I played on PS2 actually. It's a great game, and it's backwards compatible. This one, I think, it runs at 4K on the 1S, on the Series S. So this is one of those 4K games because it's an OG Xbox title. I love playing this on the PS2. This is installed on a hard drive, and we have a resolution improvement on this one because it's the OG Xbox. This is only to show you something else, because you probably do not care about this game, but this was back when EA made good games. Criterion Games made this game. The people from the racing games made a shooter back then. The guns look like toys, but they sound like guns, so I like that. It's a fun game. Hey Lonely, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Shortage or not, we're SOL. We do not have the option to get pre-builds. No! No, why? Why did that have to happen? So yeah, as I was saying, I love this game. I played it on the PS2. And I remember thinking it was a PS3 game on a PS2. It had good graphics back then. Yeah, they were the best graphics back in that era. I remember. Yeah, I played this on PS2. So I played the worst version actually. But this is upscaled to 4K, I think. Yeah, this is razor sharp. Yeah, look at that. Look at those graphics. Yeah, the OG Xbox games on the Series S are at 4K. So if you have a 4K display, you're going to see razor sharp graphics on your OG Xbox games that are compatible. But yeah, when Criterion Games made shooters, imagine that. When the people from the Burnout games make a shooter, it's only explosions. Okay, hang on, I'm dying. Where's the enemy? Oh, behind the burning car. Let's do fully automatic. Mi opinión sí, Edison, pero lo voy a decir al final, lo que pienso. So guys, if you care about some of the OG Xbox games, you can run them at 4K. The OG Xbox games, the 360 games, mixed bag. But I'm going to talk about that at the end. So as you can see, yeah, older games are fine. This one is at 4K. So yeah, whatever. This is a game I played on my childhood, that's why I'm testing it, so... Anyway, let's get to the next game. I mean, that was enough. This is my childhood. This game is my childhood, yeah. Let's now do Resident Evil 7, which was the game I tried, the last game I tried on the 1S. It's on Game Pass as well. So, RE7. Again, this is a game I tried on the Series S. It was like 900p. Yeah, that game released in 2006. Imagine that. Imagine being alive in 2006. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm from 1995. I'm 25. I was... In 2006, I was 11. And I was shooting people in a video game. Oh man, it's been a while. I feel old. No, Build for Sin. La verdad que no me interesa mucho. I came to the conclusion that shortage is BS. The prices are up, 5K series, 2K series haven't sold out yet. I mean, if you can crank up the prices, you're going to do it. I mean, you need more money always. That's how it works. Check it out later. Don't show again. Yeah, please. I mean, you cannot prove that the shortages do not exist. I think they do exist because even cars are not being built sometimes. Buena, Hiro. Buena, Matador. You also 1995, bro. Dope. Well, 2060s, yeah. Not dope for us. I don't care, really. Age is just a number. After you're 18, of course. You know what I'm talking about. Kiwami 2 does 1080p on the Series X and it's running on the 1X version. Yeah, it's weird that we don't get the 1X version of the Series S. Okay, we're on Resident Evil 7 now. And... this looks like 900p actually. Yeah, this does not look to be 1080p. Yeah, definitely not 1080p. Let me show you something, guys. So RE7 appears to be 900p with the interlace mode from the PC version, which is like it run on the 1S. Look at this. See that? See that pattern on the light? That's definitely the interlace mode from the PC version running on console at 900p. Yeah, that does not look sharp. It's soft, super soft. So RE7 seems to be, yeah, the 1S version. So let's continue playing. Yeah, that's definitely not 1080p. This is the interlace mode. This is probably, yeah, you know what? It's probably 1080p with the interlace mode from the PC version. Now that I'm seeing better. Yeah. So it's probably 1080p with interlace mode, which is not native resolution.
I found you. It's me. It's Ethan.
Gears 5 I don't have it installed, so next time.
You shouldn't be here.
This is like PSVR level of RE7 graphics. No, RE7 on VR on PSVR looks worse. I played it. This is a little bit better,
Did anyone see
but still not enough. Yeah, look at that hair. Why do they use interlace mode on the consoles?
we need to go?
I hate interlace mode on the RE games. It's so obvious that it's not native. Batman Arkham Asylum on Xbox 360 is my childhood. Yeah, same. Well, on the PC version is my childhood, that game. I got it on PC.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
But yeah, I hate that Microsoft. I hate that Capcom uses interlace mode on the consoles. I mean, look at that hair. Looks terrible. I mean, that hair looks bad. Just give me native resolution, please. Yeah, that hair looks terrible. Interlace mode. I disabled it on PC and I disable it now. If you're playing at 4K, okay, I understand. Interlace mode looks okay. But on 1080p, it breaks hair, it breaks edges.
This way.
It looks bad. Maybe on a TV if you're far away. But yeah, no. But it seems to be 60 frames though. So at least it's 60 frames. So I'm happy about that. How happy are you with the new studio? Super happy. Yeah, I can finally do stuff on my own without the people coming in and out of the room.
Talk. That message you sent me.
Not me.
So yeah, RE7 seems to be 1080p with interlace mode, so the 1S version, but running more firmly at 60 frames.
Everything that I know.
You fool, no one girl we know are using a wig. Interlace mode, let us see that. Yeah. I mean, real hair does look like that, but everyone uses wigs. Wigs are a lie.
Sure you know where you're going?
Okay.
You used to bring me food.
You need to patch this game, Capcom. Yeah, agreed. Okay, I've seen enough. So, let's try quick resume to Doom Eternal. Let's see if it quick resumes. I need breaks or something. That would be fun. Okay, yeah, still. I can go back to the games. Yeah, this is the best feature of the console so far. Quick resume is magic. I like this. I wish I had this on PC, although, yeah, now that I went back to another game on the hard drive, it's a white screen. Okay, it's back. Okay, it worked. Let's try Yakuza. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it works. Sometimes, okay, there, I stopped to stutter. Sometimes it breaks though. So, every once in a while, maybe get the games out of quick resume, like this. Yeah. Because I'm not opening more games. Let's just keep it like that. So we get it away. Yeah, I'm just cleaning up, don't worry. Remove from quick resume. Okay. So no games on the quick resume now. So let me tell you what I'm doing. So the Xbox One S is basically what this is on the older games, and some of them are updated. So let me show you what I have installed. So, for example, Battlefield 5. This is a game that is not enhanced for the series consoles, but you can play at 120 FPS with the One S settings. So you're playing the Xbox One S, the OG Xbox One S version with more FPS. But then some games like Call of Duty tell you, okay, we play the One S version at 120. Then you got Control that runs all the One S settings. And if you want to play the 900p 60 frames version, you need to pay the Ultimate Edition, which is absolute BS. And then Crash Bandicoot 4 runs at 60 frames. So this is an X enhanced game. And coming in a few days, I'm doing Crysis Remastered, but comparing against Crysis on the 360, Doom Eternal has 120 frames mode and a 1440p 60 mode, which is cool. And then you can play some Xbox 360 games. I want to show you very quickly GTA 4 on the backwards compatibility mode. This is one of the bad ones in the regard that it runs at 60 frames, but it's native 720p like on the 360. It doesn't have any resolution things. So this is one of the bad ones. Red Dead 1 runs at 1440p, but it was improved by Microsoft, I think, or Rockstar, I don't know. They patched the game to run at a higher resolution. But GTA 4 runs at native 720p, like the Xbox 360 version, but locked 60 frames. So it's a mixed bag, that's what I'm trying to say. Some Xbox 360 games run at native resolution, and some other ones run at 1440p, so it's a mixed bag. If you're playing GTA 4 on a PC, for example, you can run it at 1080p very easily. It's an easy game to run. So yeah, it's a mixed bag, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, look at this. This is the Xbox 360 version, but at 60 frames per second, basically. Let me put it better, yeah. The visuals are bad for some reason, hang on. Full RGB. Okay. So, if you're playing GTA 4, for example, on PC, it's very easy to do 1080p. But on the console, as you can see, we're playing the 360 version at 60 frames. But on PC, that's super easy nowadays. So if you're playing older games, PC is a better option, I would say. But if you're playing new games like Doom Eternal, I don't know, Crash Bandicoot 4, whatever else is releasing nowadays, or Call of Duty, you're better off on the console. It really depends. If you want a GPU that can do, I don't know, Red Dead 2 at that resolution, locked 30s, it's basically the same price as the full console. So I don't know. Well, Gears of War can do 1440p, Gears of War 2, but Gears of War Judgment is locked at 720p. So yeah, this is at 1440p, but then some older games don't have any improvements. So again, mixed bag. Mixed bag. Let's see Doom 2016. Series S backwards compatibility runs 1S versions and hence you get bad ports. Exactly. But they have more stable frame rates. So this is basically a 1S with better frame rates, more stable frame rates. Sometimes higher resolutions, sometimes. The 1X enhanced games run at 1440p. The 1X enhanced games from the 360 era. And then the 1X enhanced games of the current generation run at 1080p on the Series S. So, yeah. That's what happens. Let's check out Doom 2016 super quick. It's funny because Doom 2016 looks and runs worse than Doom Eternal. Let's see if they did any improvements to this one on the Series S. I don't think so. I think this is 1S code, which already ran well, so let's see. We see that super quick and we leave. And I discuss super quickly about the storage. It is Kirashiv. Go to the class. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't make me feel guilty that your education is incomplete. Please, don't do that. Anyway. So I was playing some Doom 2016 on the console. Let's see.
Olivia is using the tower to
Okay.
drill a doorway into their world.
Okay, it's 60 frames like on the 1S.
Opening the gate by disabling
But the resolution seems to be the same.
filters.
Oh, let's see if there is any game boost options. I didn't check that out. Compatibility option. Yeah, it doesn't have auto HDR and no FPS boost. So it's probably the 1S version.
Untethered cross-dimensional activity.
Yeah, definitely Doom Eternal, a better version because it's enhanced for the new consoles. But this one runs at lock 60s. It seems to be, yeah, either 1080p. Yeah, it seems to be 1080p or 900p. Between 1080p and 900p. My eyes are telling me that. So yeah. As I was saying. A mixed bag on the 1S. You can play basically all the 1S games at the same resolution but more consistent frame rates. Sometimes, in some very odd cases, you get higher resolutions. And then on the 360 games, they run either at native resolution or at 1440p. Depends on the game again. GTA 4 is native 720p and Red Dead 1 is 1440p. Then, some games run at 120, like Warzone, Battlefield, but using the 1S settings. You can also play OG Xbox games, and everything on Game Pass works. So that's what I'm saying about value. For the price of this console, you don't get a PC that runs the games the same way, especially new games. But older games like GTA 4, yeah, you can play them on a PC pretty easy, better than the Xbox. But yeah, I mean, here what I'm talking about is value. You can buy a console very cheap, pay for Game Pass, and you get all these games while you're a Game Pass subscriber. And you can also do this for the PC, but you get less games, and GPUs are super expensive, so right now, either this or the Series X I think is a good purchase. That's what I'm trying to say. But the big issue with this console that I have, that probably most people already said, storage. Only 360 gigabytes of storage. Oh man. Yeah, this is the big disadvantage. Warzone, look at Warzone. Warzone is like, what, 100 gigs? Yeah, 98 gigabytes, so a third of the hard drive is Warzone. Battlefield 4 runs at 120 on Series X and Series S as well. Oh, Series S, okay. Makes sense, yeah. So as I was saying, the big issue is the storage. You only get 364 gigs, which is funny because... Show you. What does it say in the box? 512 gigs SSD. It's a 512 gig SSD, but you only get to use 364 gigs for games. The rest is probably for quick resume and the system. So I have a 4 terabyte hard drive for the other games. So you can install games that are not improved on the external drive, which is what I'm doing. Most of the games that I want to play from the previous gen are on the external drive. And then on the SSD, I put the S-enhanced games and the games I was going to try. So yeah, I could basically put Yakuza and Call of Duty on the external drive, and I make myself 150 more gigs, basically. So yeah, anyway guys, that was my video on the Series S. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing more now that I'm in the studio. I can do Series S. I can do the 1S, which is the previous gen console. And I'm going to be doing, as new games release, I'm doing comparisons against the PC, against the budget GPUs. Because again, what I've noticed is similar numbers to a GTX 1650 Super on the Series S. So 1650 Super wins in some games like Control, this runs better. But then on Warzone, they run basically the same. On Fortnite as well. Fortnite, I think it ran better on the Series S. But you can get a Series S for the price of this GPU. Interesting, right? So once the prices go down, well, go for the 1650 Super. But right now it's pretty difficult. So I don't know. Nowadays, I think I recommend the console, either a Series S if you are on a budget, or a Series X if you can afford it. So yeah. Anyway, right now GPUs are expensive, but I'm still going to compare them and make videos on both. And now I have a way to test frame rates on the consoles using the Digital Foundry method of analyzing raw footage. So we're doing that as well. So yeah, next time we're doing on the console Crysis Remastered against the original Crysis on the 360 against the PC version, which releases on Steam on Friday, so I hope I see you there. And I'll be doing Origami 2 as well. One thing I forgot to mention that I said at the start, I got 3 months of Game Pass from Microsoft to test games on PC, but they told me that I didn't need to make content. They just gave it to me if I wanted to make content on their games. So they didn't send me a console, they didn't pay me, they just gave me 3 months of Game Pass and told me, hey, enjoy. So yeah, I just got the Xboxes and I said, hey, let's talk about the Game Pass and value and all that stuff. So yeah, I need to clarify that because transparency, but they didn't pay me to say anything. I just got 3 months of Game Pass and well, the rest is on my own, all my opinion. Nobody told me what to say. I'm pretty honest, guys, you know, I'm pretty blunt with my opinions. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you with Origami 2 and Crysis Remastered soon. Those are, well, Origami 2 is on Game Pass, so we're doing it on the Xbox on day 1 as well. As you can probably notice here, on Game Pass. So Origami 2, we're going to be testing it on PC and Xbox. And also Crysis Remastered. So see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And one thing I got with I forgot to mention with the used Xbox, I got a copy of Resident Evil 8 that was installed in the console. They told me, okay, get the console and keep Resident Evil 8. So I did. Here's my copy of Resident Evil Village. So I might be doing comparisons on that as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching, love you all. Thank you. Whatever I'm using is in the description, everything is listed down below. Thanks for watching, see you next time guys. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did playing games. And again, for the value, I think the Series S and the Series X at the moment, pretty good, considering the price. See ya, thank you. Todo excelente por suerte, nos vemos. Love you guys. Bye bye.